Carabao Cup final. It's the big day in English football. You can see behind us there's Chelsea, there's Liverpool, and it's the final of the first domestic trophy in the English League. So, Anuj, big game. But before we start, let's talk about the 5 things about this match, this all-important match. Number 1 is about the historical significance. How many times these two sides have won this game? Trophy, for that matter.
Yeah, if we talk about Liverpool, we know they are in a super form in Premier League, but they have won 8 times. That's the maximum any club has won the Carabao Cup. And if we talk about Chelsea, they have won 5 times. But if we talk about Manchester City as well, they are not here. They are currently the number.
That's our number 2 point, by the way. Manchester City.
They have dominated from 2016 to 2021. That is 5 years, I guess.
So I'll tell you what. So after 2015, that's the last time Chelsea won the League Cup.
Yeah.
They lost the final in 2019 to Manchester City. But I'll tell you what. Chelsea won it in 2015. Then 2016 Manchester City won. 2017 Manchester United won. And the 4 years after that,
City dominated.
It's all City.
Yeah.
So by the way, last 6 trophies, last 6 EFL titles for that matter, have all gone to the city of Manchester. So big thing, today it will either go to Liverpool or it will go to London.
Either Liverpool 9th time or Chelsea for the 6th time.
Also, number 3, let's talk about the injuries in both sides because they really do matter a lot. For Liverpool, we know that Diogo Jota is also injured. There's no Bobby Firmino for sure.
Yeah.
But Jota might still be available on bench. And then let's talk about Chelsea. They'll be missing the services of Hakim Ziyech most probably.
And if we talk about Mateo Kovacic as well.
Big miss in the midfield.
Yeah. And the most important thing will be the form of Romelu Lukaku as well. We have seen the Champions League match, the previous Champions League match where Kai Havertz started in the playing 11. He played very well. But the most important thing will be how Romelu Lukaku play this game against this team.
See, Lukaku played both the games against Tottenham, but did not start the game in the Champions League. And his form has been a worry. Even the manager has talked about it. Thomas Tuchel has said that yes, his form is a worry. But I still believe he might start today. Even though Kai Havertz in finals has been really good. He won them the Champions League final, if people remember that. So that's number 3. Number 4, let's talk about what's happened with Chelsea regarding the Russia-Ukraine war.
If we talk about Roman Abramovich, we have seen his status. He tweeted and he has said that he will not be looking after the Chelsea ownership. If I'm not wrong.
Correct.
If I'm not wrong.
Correct.
And this will be after 20 years.
I don't know how long because ever since I started watching the Premier League, I remember he has been the owner of Chelsea. But because he's Russian, he's an oligarch, and because of all the controversy that surrounded
Russian-Ukraine war and all.
The Russian-Ukraine war, he has decided that all the stewardship in terms of all the responsibilities, the day-to-day affairs, the
business affairs and all,
everything will be decided by the Chelsea trustees. And he said that I'm keeping myself away from all the decision making for Chelsea for the moment. But he could be back, by the way. Once the war gets over, he could be back. So that's number 4.
And if we talk about the previous forms of both these clubs, if we talk about
number
Chelsea,
5.
if we talk about Liverpool, they have won 5 out of 5. They have won 5 out of 4. The one was drawn match. They played against Tottenham. This team, Chelsea, played against Arsenal in both the semi-finals. And they defeated them very heavily. Yeah.
Well, I believe both these sides are quite good. Like in terms of their Premier League form also, they are both, by the way, still alive in the Champions League. Both of them are expected to go to the next round. In the Premier League title race also, even though people would say that Chelsea is no more a part of the title race, but they are still number 3. This team, Liverpool, tell us more.
They've won Champions League, they've won Club World Cup, and they will be eyeing on this Carabao Cup as well. But seems interesting. I am going with Liverpool today. I think the score will be 2-1 and they will get this cup easily. Just because there are...
You will always support Liverpool.
No,
that
why?
I know. You will always support Liverpool.
No.
Beat any team again.
Just because
Bayern Munich.
Just because Chelsea
Except
defeated Bayern Munich in the final of
Except
Champions.
Bayern Munich, you will support Liverpool.
Just because Chelsea defeated Bayern Munich in the final of 2012, 2013 doesn't mean that I'll go with Liverpool.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I'll go with Liverpool. But practically speaking, if we see the current form of both the teams, Liverpool are strong.
Yeah, they defeated Leeds United 6-0. I agree. Based on form, Liverpool, very good. They probably will win. As a United fan, I definitely don't want them to win. I want Chelsea to win it tonight because even though I don't like both these clubs, I'd still prefer Chelsea over Liverpool. And considering that Chelsea always start as the underdogs. They started as underdogs in the last Champions League final also. Yet they won. So today, because you chose Liverpool and I can't support them for obvious reasons since I'm a Manchester United supporter, I'll go with
Considering
Chelsea.
the formation of Chelsea, what do you think Thomas Tuchel will play today?
I think in terms of defense, their defense is very sorted. I think there'll be Christensen,
Rudiger.
There'll be Rudiger, there'll be Thiago Silva.
Yeah.
Then they'll have two wing backs in the form of Azpilicueta and either
Marcus Alonso or Reece James as well, because Cesar Azpilicueta can play at both the sides of the wing, right as well and left as well, wing back also. So he might have a good option in right wing back, but looking at the front,
Lukaku
I guess it will be Kai Havertz who will start today.
I have a feeling he might just give Lukaku a chance today and say, boss, go 60 minutes. I want to see if you can perform. Let's do it. So that's Chelsea, and of course we know their midfield will be N'Golo Kante and Jorginho for sure.
Yeah.
Liverpool, they don't have Jota, who might be on the bench at most, and they don't have Firmino at all. So,
but they have Sadio Mane and Mohamed Salah then.
Yeah. So that just sort of
both the highest scorers of this Premier League.
Also, both
you also have
lethal.
Virgil van Dijk. You also have Thiago Alcantara.
See, Liverpool fan.
No.
Crazy.
I'm not a Liverpool fan, but yeah, in Premier League, I like Liverpool. But for this Carabao Cup, I'm going with Liverpool. But the most important thing is Alisson Becker's absence and Kelleher.
Yeah,
in
so
playing 11.
Kelleher, if you guys don't know, Kelleher is the Republic of Ireland goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Who has been the goalkeeper for Liverpool in this League Cup. And everybody thought because it's the final, it's the big day. People thought that Jurgen Klopp might say that Alisson Becker will play the game today. But no, he has put his faith and trust in the young Irish Republic of Ireland goalkeeper. Said that my number one for this League Cup final will still be Kelleher, and he'll only be there.
If I ask you about the player, one key player of both the teams, Liverpool and Chelsea, who will be?
For me, Liverpool's key player will always be Mohamed Salah.
Mohamed Salah. And don't you think Trent Alexander-Arnold?
Could be. Andy Robertson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, two of the best sort of your left back, right backs in the world. That combination is lethal. But for me, Salah is still their biggest threat.
And what about Chelsea?
Chelsea, I still feel the most underrated player for me in the Premier League or in the European leagues altogether, N'Golo Kante.
I think it will be Jorginho for Chelsea today.
Another midfield player. So that's about it. But make sure it's 10 o'clock, by the way, guys. And the game will be live from the Wembley Stadium. So do tune in.